and welcome to the 2020 Celebrating Rushcliffe Awards, brought to you by Rushcliffe Borough Council. I'm Andrew James and I'm your host for the evening. I'm delighted to be here presenting tonight's awards, and as you can see, we're doing things differently this year by taking our annual ceremony online to ensure that the achievements of people in the local community don't go unrecognised. We will celebrate the incredible achievements that have made a big difference to people's lives during what's been a challenging year for us all. We hope you enjoy the evening and are inspired and uplifted by this evening's proceedings. We're very pleased to be joined by our media partners, West Bridgford Wire, who will be covering tonight's awards, so look out for coverage over the next few days online and on social media. Rushcliffe Borough Council's social media channels will also be covering all of tonight's celebrations, so please follow us on social media too. The social media hashtag for the awards is #CRA2020, so please use that to share your own celebrations with us. The awards wouldn't have been possible without the support of our very kind sponsors, many of whom already play a very active role in working with community groups and raising funds for their chosen charities. So our thanks go to Handelsbanken, the GNG Club app, Streetwise Environmental, Lex Leisure, Rural Community Action Nottinghamshire, Preludic Limited, Trentbridge Community Trust, Rushcliffe Community Voluntary Service and Rushcliffe Borough Council. Well, now I'd like to hand you over to the Mayor of Rushcliffe, Councillor Sue Mallender, to formally welcome you this evening.
Good evening everyone. I'd like to formally welcome you to 2020's Celebrating Rushcliffe Awards. It's been a difficult year for everyone and not one we would wish on anybody, but we are still pleased we can celebrate the achievements of so many people who have helped others in their time of need or soldiered on in their field or industry. Here at the Council we continue to support residents and businesses wherever we can, whether it was ensuring vulnerable and shielding individuals could access support or distributing over £19 million of central government support to businesses during the first lockdown. It's included launching our Reach Rushcliffe project, dedicated to tackling loneliness and social isolation even further, as we have granted thousands of pounds to groups and organisations who are reaching out to those in need. It's meant this vital work, from distributing free meals through to healthy walks and befriending services that help with mental health, can reach out even further and make an even stronger connection in our communities. Tonight we will celebrate the borough's achievements in this extremely challenging year, but one that has highlighted again the wonderful groups and individuals who have ensured the heartbeat of their community continues in the face of adversity. It's been a really difficult task looking through the 100 or so people and organisations that have been nominated this year and to work out the shortlist, and from that it's going to be equally difficult to sort out the winners. So I wish you all very good luck and I hope you enjoy the award ceremony.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Let's move on now to our first awards of the evening, and this one is the Young Person or Group of the Year, and it's sponsored by the Trentbridge Community Trust. This recognises an individual or a group who set an example to others in their community, or who is an excellent role model, for example, for other young people to emulate. The three shortlisted nominees are Sylvie Cox, SN Aid and Mac Thomas. Let's find out a bit more about them by watching a short film.
So at the start of the 2019 school year, when I was just in year 12, I wanted to do something to help the environment, and particularly in the school grounds, and so I released an initiative to form an eco-council which follows along with the Eco Schools Green Flag Award, which we're currently close to getting. It's been really nice to be recognised, to be shortlisted for this award. I was a bit surprised, but yeah, it's nice to have sort of a bit of recognition, because I've put a lot of time into it, especially in the lockdown period.
So in September, we all came together to decide that the community needed some positive impact. So we've created 3 different projects involving various different charities to try and do the best we can for them.
We've helped homeless, terminally ill children, and just did some cakes for carers during the pandemic.
Oh, it feels great, when you've put so much effort into something over such a long period of time, to at the end of it, to see that people really have noticed that you've tried to make a difference, it makes it really rewarding.
So I run a small hedge cutting business. I get around on my bike, and then for bigger jobs I've got a big trailer and a chipper that I can get access to. I do hedge cutting, hedge reductions, tree trimming, that sort of stuff. So I've built a trailer out of a shopping trolley, so I'm able to get to some of the smaller jobs with just my hedge cutters, and then all the waste can go in the customer's green bin, so I don't need to take any away. And then with the bigger jobs, I've got a big trailer and chipper that I can go to big jobs. I'm really proud to have been shortlisted, and it's been nice to see my business grow.
Well, the winner is Sylvie Cox. And congratulations to Sylvie. It's great to see someone so young taking an interest in the environment and supporting Rushcliffe's effort to tackle climate change. Sylvie is Rushcliffe's equivalent to Greta Thunberg. She's the leader of the Eco Council initiative at South Wolds Academy and has single-handedly established that group, leading a small group of younger students in their mission to create a greener school and local environment. She's been instrumental in helping to achieve the Green Flag Bronze and Silver Award for the school. Sylvie is a role model who's led and facilitated a number of successful initiatives, doing all of this with amazing amounts of enthusiasm and tenacity, positively encouraging and supporting younger students. Well, now I'd just like to introduce the leader of Rushcliffe Borough Council, Councillor Simon Robinson, who'd like to say a few words about the fabulous way that our communities have stepped forward during this very challenging year.
Good evening. Absolutely delighted to speak this evening on the Celebrating Rushcliffe Awards. We're really proud to recognise the fantastic amount of work and the commitment by both individuals and organisations right across Rushcliffe, especially at this incredibly difficult time of the pandemic. I think even more so with what is going on around us, it's really important that we recognise both the individuals and organisations at this incredibly difficult time. So it's a wonderful celebration, absolutely delighted that we can do this in this virtual environment. At Rushcliffe, we're trying our best to play our part. We've got some hugely important support that we're putting out to our residents and our businesses, both through things like grants and other sort of help that we're putting out there. So please, I do ask for everybody to contact us within the issues they've got in terms of the support that we can actually get out there. In terms of going forward, we're very hopeful we're going to be coming out of this pandemic very soon, and Rushcliffe is investing in the future. We've got a really exciting project over there at Bingham with the Bingham Leisure Hub, which we should be going to build next year. And we're also incredibly excited about our developments over at the power station there by the A453 Junction 24. The Ratcliffe-on-Soar power station, most people know, is being decommissioned by 2025. We've got great ambitions working with the owners there to be carbon free, with some developments creating a lot of jobs, a lot of economic development in that area as well. So these are going to be very exciting times, and now we've got to get out of this period in time, and the best way to do that is to adhere to all the government advice in terms of distancing, to to making sure that you wash your hands and follow all the specific advice around different areas that we're working on. If we do that, I'm really sure that we can come out of this. So I just want to say congratulations to everybody who's been nominated tonight, to all the winners. You're very, very special people, you're very special organisations, and we're very proud here at Rushcliffe to recognise you on this evening. Thank you.
Our second award of the evening is the Health and Wellbeing Award, and this is sponsored by Rural Community Action Nottinghamshire. This award celebrates an individual or a group's tireless dedication in improving the health and well-being of members of their local community. The three shortlisted nominees are Cotgrave Community Garden, Kim Hui Hao and Music Works, the Heron Music Cafe. Let's find out about all of our nominees from this short film.
March time we started the build and we started measuring up the garden, and then I'd say we had our first produce in August, September. Everyone is really eager to get involved, whether it's physically gardening or whether it's through the Facebook group. We've had an amazing response. Everyone seems really up for what we're doing and really happy about what we're doing. It's accessible for everyone. No matter your skills and no matter where you are in life, you can come and meet new people, learn a new skill or pass on knowledge that you already have. We are so excited, and it really sort of shows us the support we've had from the community and really pushes us to carry on with what we're doing. It's a really amazing feeling. We're all so excited.
I've been here since 1975, and I've always been interested in gardening. I like to grow my own veg. I grew up growing my own. When I come up here, I pick the vegetable, go home, wash them, and then give it to friends. When the winter vegetables is gone, I grow flowers. I'm surprised to be nominated, and I'm very pleased. And I'll remember this all my life.
Music Works is a West Bridgford-based charity that's been going now for about 16 years. In 2018 we started the Heron Music Cafe for Wellbeing. We have people who come along who are socially isolated, people with dementia, their carers, people with learning disabilities, people with anxiety, depression, and the sessions are just great fun. We have a lovely time. Since lockdown we've put the sessions online, and we now have something like 4,000 people viewing each session that we put out. Being shortlisted for the award is fabulous. I think it is a great reflection on the hard work of our supporters, our musicians, our volunteers, and all the people who come along to the cafe and have made it such a great success.
And the winner is Music Works, the Heron Music Cafe. Congratulations to Music Works, the Heron Music Cafe, a very worthy winner. They've connected so many people through music. Heron Music Cafe reaches out to all members of the community, particularly supporting people who are lonely, have dementia, learning difficulties perhaps, and mental health conditions, and their carers with their musical activities. Music and singing are wonderfully uplifting and contribute to improving people's mental health and well-being in the absence of company. The cafe provided live music sessions at the Poppy and Pint in Lady Bay, but quickly moved online in March due to the pandemic, increasing participation and frequency. Well, now we're going to move on to present a special recognition award to someone who has improved the health and well-being of many Rushcliffe residents, having been a vital part of primary care in Rushcliffe for over 30 years. I'll hand you over to Dr. Jeremy Griffiths, who's worked with this person for many years, to explain the impact that their work has had in Rushcliffe.
Stephen is a brilliant GP strategist, and he's had significant impact in the services that have been provided to Rushcliffe patients by some of the innovative thinking that he's led over the course of the last 3 decades, and continues to drive innovative changes across the city and county. The impact of his work has been colossal. Out of hours, over 2 million contacts for Nottingham Emergency Medical Services have now taken place over the course of the last 2 decades. That's at least 250,000 for patients in Rushcliffe. That's more than 2 for every patient that exists in our area. Stephen's also been involved in the transformation of community services. Much of medical care over the years has been provided by different organisations with boundaries that have not overlapped. Stephen's work in Rushcliffe was very much at the forefront of breaking down some of those barriers and making sure that the patient was at the forefront of all service development. With Principia in Rushcliffe, he ensured that patients were on every single work group and that patient interests were always at the forefront. He also wants to protect those around him. He's incredibly protective of his colleagues. Stephen has always been very much a team player. He's a humble individual who would always shy from personal acknowledgement. But it's right now that this proud adopted son of Rushcliffe, who has given so much to the people of Rushcliffe, is acknowledged by the Celebrating Rushcliffe Awards. Well done, Stephen. Very proud of you.
And so, our final award of the evening is the Pride of Rushcliffe Award, and this is sponsored by Rushcliffe Borough Council. This acknowledges an individual or an organisation that make others proud to live in Rushcliffe. This could be an inspirational leader, a public figure, or a head of a community or voluntary group who leads by example to make the borough a better place to live and work. The 4 shortlisted nominees are Conrad Oatey, Joanne Rolton, Shelley Milband, Mac Blackman. Let's find out a bit more about all of these nominations from a short film.
I've been on the parish council for 17 years. School governor, I've been involved with about 6 of the village charities, including the Town of Trust. I believe that we should all be putting something back into society, that we should leave the world a better place than we found it. I really wasn't expecting it at all. I don't regard myself as anybody special. It means a lot to me personally. I hope it will also inspire others to help the community, and everybody can do their bit.
Lived in Keyworth about 18 years now. We started to form the Keyworth Community Park project when it was brought to our attention that the park needed some updating. On my daily job as a childminder, I often get to talk to people that were feeling really lonely and isolated. So what we aim to do from December onwards is set up a new phone buddy scheme that I will run from home, and hopefully combat some of the loneliness that the community is feeling. Very excited and honoured to be nominated for this award.
I'm the sprint coach at Rushcliffe Athletics Club. I've been at the club for 25 years, which is the length it's been going for, so I was one of the founder members of the club. During that time, I've coached all levels, from young kids through to adults, and I've had a moderate success. Some of my athletes have gone on to international levels. I do it for really for everyone's benefit and for people to recognise that it's worthy of an award. I'm quite touched by it, and I'm really thankful to people who have nominated.
Jo is such a worthy winner of your award. She does so much, and she's like a little unsung hero. She always puts other people before herself. She particularly works hard for the youth club and does charity work. She She's actually been organising people in Cropwell Bishop to get together with the elderly people, providing support. I'm sure it would mean the world to her though. Whatever happens, Jo is a winner in my eyes.
And so the winner is Mac Blackman. This year marks the 50th anniversary of Mac Blackman's gold medal in the English Schools 200 metres. Mac is a Rushcliffe Athletics Club legend and has been coaching sprints twice a week, every week, for almost as long as anybody can remember. Although his own schoolboy days are now some way behind him, Mac also still has enough energy and enthusiasm to represent the club at the county championships himself. He's held in awe by his fellow coaches. The sheer energy and enthusiasm that it takes to run coaching sessions twice a week, every week, for decades at a time, is inspirational in its own right. Mac Blackman isn't just a coach at Rushcliffe Athletics Club, he is Rushcliffe Athletics Club. Our congratulations to Mac, an inspirational member of the local community and a very well-deserved winner. So, to draw things to a close now, I'd like to congratulate everyone who was shortlisted tonight and thank those who took the time to make a nomination. A big thank you to our media partner, West Bridgford Wire, and to all our guest sponsors, Trentbridge Trust, Rural Community Action Nottinghamshire and Rushcliffe Borough Council. Thank you to Madam Mayor, Councillor Sue Mallander, for your involvement this evening as well. Most importantly though, thank you to you all of the finalists and the winners, for watching and letting us celebrate all your hard work and your efforts. I hope you've all enjoyed the evening. If you wish to view the other awards not featured here this evening, then please email communitydevelopment@rushcliffe.gov.uk and they'll be delighted to send you details. Do stay safe, thank you for watching, and good night.